He said, if you're going to walk, give your hand. And not only does it have to be trustworthy, he said you got to trust God with every direction of your life. God, I need to tell you something, that in this season of your life, you may go through some days that you can't see God. You may have some days, let me say this. My wife just had a baby, and I said, baby, we were talking. My wife laid there on the table, bless her heart, and then she couldn't even see the doctor. I said, baby, do you see her? She said, no, I know it's who she is. She said, because she's an RN. She said, I know who she is, and everything's all right. And I kept saying, baby, are you sure? But after a while, I heard the room get quiet, and I heard the doctor say, here it comes. I said, wait a minute. I got a revelation to that. You mean to tell me my wife couldn't see the doctor, but she trusted the hand that was behind the phone? Okay, I got to go to my seat. I said to tell somebody, because she was in one of the most crucial times of her life. And sometimes we wanted to see God. God says, every time you don't have to see me, you just got to hear my voice. How come y'all ain't feeling me? How come I wish to tell somebody through this rough season of my life, if I'm going to give it over to him, I got to trust the hand that's working on me. That's why I can't trust all the church folk, because church folk will cut you and leave you open and leave you with bacteria. But a skilled surgeon, he knows how to cut you. He knows how to whip your behind, and then he knows how to sew you back up. Oh God, he said, Adams, tell him point two before you go to your seat. He said, when you understand that when we trust him, he takes us from spiritual to a spiritual resurrection. He takes us from natural to a spiritual. Y'all looking at me funny. Okay, let me work it. The Bible said that when he got off and Mary went to the tomb, the Bible said that she looked at him and thought he was a gardener. Okay, and I got about 3 dignified folk. They're so prophetic, they'll catch this. Okay, she thought he was a gardener. Can I tell you that when folk look at you the next time, they ain't even going to recognize who you are. They're going to think you're just one body, but they ain't even going to know there's been a change in your life. I wish you'd step to your feet and shout, I know I got some haters, but the next time they see me, they'll see God in my life. They'll see God changing me. He has rearranged my mind. Oh God, I want you to understand. Number 3 is that when we entrust the physician, oh God, to do what he's got to do. Oh God, catch this. The disciples showed up when God has resurrected your life. Guess what? They showed up and they said, the angel said, he ain't even here. There's some folk that's going to come back on the street corner looking for you, and the word is going to be, I ain't here anymore. It's going to be, I ain't never like that no more. You ought to tell somebody, tell Boo Boo and tell Jumba, you had your last roll in the hay, because this time when I get myself together, God, I will not go back the same way I came. He says, Father, I got to get out of here. I commit my spirit. I release it, God. He said, other words, on this side of my cross, I've